Hello and welcome to the top 15 games of E3 2009. Top 15 in my opinion anyway. I do have a couple honorable mentions here in the beginning just because I didn't think they really warranted a spot. And I will explain why for each one. But this will probably be a pretty quick video because I don't have tons to talk about with each one. I just kind of wanted to give you my quick impressions and thoughts on each one. So the first honorable mention is Crystal Chronicles Remastered. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Remastered. And the reason this is just an honorable mention is because we all know what Crystal Chronicles is. We've all experienced it before. Well, most of us have. It's pretty fun. So that is why it just gets an honorable mention, because it's just a remaster, and I didn't want to put those in the spots with everything else that was out. And this is the next honorable mention, is Final Fantasy VIII Remastered. I am one of the few people in the world that actually love this game. I really love Final Fantasy VIII, so I'm super excited. But again, I couldn't put it in the top 15 because of the fact that it's a remaster. I had to do it even though it hurt to do it, but I did. But yeah, Final Fantasy VIII is wonderful. It looks great. I'm excited. Yeah, so the next honorable mention is Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition, and a big reason for this one is they already re-released this game on Steam in like HD form, so I don't know really why they're making Definitive Edition, but I'm still excited because it's one of my favorite RTS series of all time. I love Age of Empires. Age of Empires 2 is one of the best RTSs of all time, and it looks really nice. Let's get ahead here. Look at that. You can zoom out way far, which is really nice. That'll be awesome. I hope they increase the population limit overall for the game. A couple other of the RTSs that have been released as remasters, they have done that because computers can handle them, so I'm hoping they increase the population limit. That would be awesome. But yeah, Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition is another just honorable mention on my list. I've got 3 more, and I'm probably going to get shit for these 3. And it's this one is Baldur's Gate 3, and the reason for this is because I just think that if a game doesn't show gameplay, they shouldn't be on a top 10 or top 15 or top 20 or any top list. If you're not showing gameplay, you're not making it on my list. And although I'm super excited for this game, I'm super excited for a D&D adventure, and it's made by a wonderful company. I think this game will be fantastic. I just can't put it on my list if there's no gameplay. And maybe there's gameplay out there and I missed it somehow, but I can't do it. And that is why I'm going to get a lot of shit for the next 2 honorable mentions, and then we'll move on to the list. And the next one is Elden Ring, and I'm super excited for this game because it's made from Software, and it's also written by George R.R. Martin, which is really exciting because, Game of Thrones and everything like that. So it's super exciting to get another, hopefully Dark Souls-ish game, but with a good story. Not that Dark Souls has a terrible story, but that it's going to be good if it has him working on it. And I just think that's I just think that's really cool. So I'm pretty excited. It looks really nice, but again, it's just a trailer. It's probably all CGI. Nobody, like, there's like there's not even like any hints of gameplay here, and I don't know, you know. But anyway, yeah, George R. R. Martin, wonderful story, I'm sure. It looks really awesome, but again, gotta worry. Next one is Ghostwire Tokyo, and the reason this is just an honorable mention is because, again, there's no gameplay. We have no idea what we're seeing here. It looks cool, I guess. I don't know anything about it. Nobody does, so it's hard to even really care too much. I want to, because it looks nice. There's people walking around. They all start disappearing. The story is actually pretty interesting from what we know right now. But yeah, I haven't seen anything, so it can't go on the list. But now, honorable mentions are done and out of the way, so let's get to the actual list. And number 15 is Super Mario Maker 2. Now, the reason this is 15 and it's not any higher, because I'm super excited for this game. I never played the first Mario Maker, but the reason I'm really, I put this at 15 is only because we've seen a lot of content on this. It technically, in my head, wasn't really an E3 reveal anyway, just because we already got the reveal before. But it was nice to see more content on it. I love the additions they made compared to the first one. Not that I played the first one, but Super Mario Maker is going to be fantastic, and I am going to play that for sure. I'm really excited for this. Number 14 is Animal Crossing New Horizons. And again, the reason this one's really high is just because it's Animal Crossing, and if you've played Animal Crossing, you know that they kind of run stale pretty quick. This one looks amazing. The gameplay looks cool. They added crafting. Well, actually, did they have crafting before? I can't remember, but it looks really nice, and it looks like there might be a lot more to do. Now, I'm not sure, but I'm hoping this doesn't run on real time. If this doesn't run on real time and it runs on an in-game time, that would be way better. It looks like it does here, but it could just be they're fast-forwarding through, real time. Oh, that was cool. You dug up a tree. But I really, really hope there's more to do than a normal Animal Crossing, and that is why this is number 14. So next, we're going to get to number 13, and that is Watch Dogs Legion. The reason this is so high is because I have kind of an issue with big open world games with, millions of stupid side quests to do, and just it's almost overwhelming how much content they put into an open world game. However, it's Watch Dogs. I really liked Watch Dogs 1. Because of this reveal, I actually picked up Watch Dogs 2 yesterday. And so I'm excited for this game, but I'm also worried. You get all these characters with permadeath. I think that's super cool. That'll be super fun. I love games that really make you give a shit, especially in RPGs that do that. It's really cool. When someone's dead, they're dead, and that's really exciting. And it's really cool that you can get anyone. I'm playing the granny. I'm sure everybody's gonna play the little grandma that's stumbling around. It's just cool that there's such a diverse amount of characters, but I'm also on the other side of they're gonna probably throw a bunch of content into this game that I could care less about. Go collect 20 of these things, and I know they're optional, but I also like to at least try to complete something, so I'm gonna be like forced to do it because of my OCD. But it does look cool, but I'm just a little skeptical of how it'll actually turn out. The next one on the list is Cyberpunk 2077. This is number 12. I think I got my count messed up. I think it's number 12. Maybe I screwed up. See, the big reason I'm doing this list the way I'm doing it is because I don't like to edit my videos if I don't have to too much. I like things to be authentic. But anyway, Cyberpunk is really high on my list as well. And that's because we don't know too much about it. This gameplay looks cool, I suppose. I mean, Keanu Reeves is in it, but I'm not a big fan of when they take like a big star actor and they model the character after them and like they're actually in it. Like they're doing that with Death Stranding, with the guy from The Walking Dead. They did that in Call of Duty with, oh, what's his name? Damn it, he's in House of Cards. I can't remember. I'm not a fan of when they do that, and I don't know why. I feel like it takes the originality out of it and it makes it like a movie. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I'm just not a fan of that. And I haven't heard too much about it. It looks cool, but you know how these games can turn out. And yeah, so this right now for me is just a hype storm, and I don't know how much I'm actually going to like it. Plus, I'm not a huge cyberpunk theme fan anyway, but that's kind of where my thoughts are at now. So next on the list, number 11 is Gears 5. This game looks really cool. I'm a big fan of Gears of War. I didn't play number 4 a ton, but I am a big fan, and it looks beautiful, it looks fun, it looks really cool. Everything looks nice. The minimap looks nice, the characters look nice, the combat looks nice. I think if I skip ahead here, you get to this area. I'm trying to find, but it just looks nice. I love the health bars. I love games with health bars. I don't know why. I've always loved that. UI is very important to me. I really like it. But anyway, yes. So number 11, Gears 5. Number 10 is Planet Zoo, and I know people are probably wondering why the fuck did Planet Zoo beat Gears? Why did it beat Cyber? Why did it beat, so many things? But that's because I love simulation and tycoon games. I've spent hours in Zoo Tycoon, the old one for PC. Even the new one I spent a decent amount of time on. But I love Zoo Tycoon. I love tycoon games in general. I play Roller Coaster Tycoon all the time. There's so many features, and this game is so in-depth, and I'm just like so excited. I think this will be really, really awesome. So yeah, not much else to really say about Planet Zoo. Just, it looks really cool. It's got a ton of like new management tools in it. I'm just excited. Next is Age of Wonders Planetfall, taking number 9. This game looks fucking awesome. I'm a big fan of strategy games, especially like top-down strategy games, and it looks like kind of a mix of like an RTS with some Civilization in there, and some RPG. Look at that tech tree. That was awesome. Tech tree or research tree, I'm not sure exactly. But it just looks really cool, and this could turn out to be an amazing game. It's like a Civilization and XCOM mixed, it looks like, with RPG elements, and it looks awesome. Look at that. Look at those monsters. There's dinosaurs with the lasers. It looks like it could be really good, and I am really excited about this one. I've been keeping my eye on this one for a while. So number 8, I had my stuff out of order, is Fire Emblem Three Houses. I am pretty excited for this as well. It's been a while since we've had a proper Fire Emblem game. We had that crap that we had that crap before with the heroes, you know, in the hack and slash crap, but this is a proper Fire Emblem game with strategy and the top-down thing. I'm sure there's permadeath in this too, but look at this. I'm so excited. It looks wonderful. It looks so good. And I'm just really excited. It's cool how you see like your army rushing like that. It's just really neat. And I'm so excited for this game. It looks awesome. It looks like everything I want in a Fire Emblem game. And I have watched a lot of videos on this, and it just looks really cool. I love how you have the armies. It makes it feel like a battle, but it's not that Fire Emblem Heroes crap with hack and slash battles and all that shit, you know? So, yeah, it looks cool. Next on the list for number 7 is Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. I wish this was coming to Xbox and PS4. I think it's really annoying that it's only coming to the Switch. Is it coming to PC? I can't remember. But it still looks fun for, you know, the simple linear type game. It is nice to have a linear game once in a while, and we're getting to a day and age where you either get a really shitty like game with no content and they decide to fix it later, or you get a shitty mobile game like Commander Keen or Elder Scrolls Blades. We don't get linear games much anymore. There's some shooters that are, and I used to hate linear games, and I loved open world, but now it's like we get swamped with the open world, and so I'm super excited to just have a simple beat 'em up game with different heroes. We've got Iron Man, Captain Marvel. It looks like, is that black suit? Is that Miles, Spider-Man? And then it looks like Star-Lord in there. I thought it was Ant-Man at first, but that looks like Star-Lord. His helmet there. But yeah, it looks really cool. I'm excited for this one. So that is why that got a number 7. Yeah, this looks cool. Wolfenstein Youngblood gets number 6. I'm actually behind on the Wolfenstein games. I still have to play number 2 and finish up the like standalone game for number 1. I forgot what it's called, but I played Wolfenstein 1 and it was fantastic. It was really fun. Again, it's nice to have like a linear type game to just play through and experience rather than being overwhelmed with shitloads of stuff to do when there's all these other games I want to play. And this looks really nice. I love the health bars. I know I'm weird, but I like health bars. I like the changes they made to the UI. Will it be good storyline-wise? I'm not too sure, but it does look like a fun time. So, yeah. Wolfenstein Youngblood looks pretty cool, I think. Number 5 is the Avengers. This game worries me, but I'm also super excited, which is why it got a high ranking on here. It got a high ranking because I've been wanting a Marvel game, like a proper Marvel game, for the longest time. But it worries me because I'm concerned that it's going to be, you know, one of those typical beat 'em up games where you run through a level and, like, you know, the stage, you're blocked somehow and you have to beat up all the guys, and then some little cinematic thing happens where it opens the next area and it's this, like, linear mess. And I know I was just talking about how linear games are, but I would love a proper Marvel Avengers game with more diversity than a linear game, especially for this. Marvel Ultimate Alliance is different because that's like the type of game it is, that's what you expect. this being a brand new IP, so to speak, I just hope there's more than just linearness to this, but I also don't want an open, like a crazy open world mess. I just hope this is a little more than just a linear beat 'em up thing, and I hope there's more than just 4 or 5 heroes or whatever it is. The opening looks cool. I don't think, like, they really showed much gameplay. I think they just had a gameplay trailer, I think, but it looks nice. And I know I said earlier that I don't like to include games without gameplay, but with this, you kind of get an idea of what you're getting, whereas something like Ghostwire, you have no idea what type of game it is at all. So, yeah, number 5, definitely Marvel's Avengers. So that brings us to number 4, which is the Final Fantasy VII Remake. This one also worries me a lot. It got a high ranking because it looks fucking amazing. The characters look great. The combat graphics, it just looks incredible. The gameplay that I have seen looked amazing, and I'm super excited for this, but I'm also really not looking forward to the new battle system crap. I hate the whole hack and slash Final Fantasy crap that we're getting. I love the old style turn-based strategy. They do have like a strategy mode that you can go into, I guess.
For saving my life.
Oh, that looks so cool, seeing the materia. It looks amazing. But I'm just worried that the battling will be, I don't know. But it looks cool, look at that. See, it's all hack and slash. I'm hoping it's more turn-based with the hack and slash elements. But I don't know. I'm worried. Look at that, though. Oh, Aerith, that's gonna be so sad. And I just finished the Final Fantasy VII Remaster.
Have you been a good girl?
That's so cool. When they get to the bar in the beginning. Oh, Tifa.
I heard you're having second thoughts.
I know we have to think big if we're going to make a difference. But not like this. I feel trapped.
It looks awesome. We have to watch more of this. It looks incredible. But again, I have my concerns about the battle system. But that's really the only concern I have. Everything else, I'm super excited about.
Get going.
Doesn't that look great? Anyway, we're gonna move on here to number 3, and number 3 is The Outer Worlds. And this, if this turns out to be the way it is going to, I'm going to be super excited, and I'm going to play this a lot. I love games like this. It's almost like it's No Man's Sky, but done correctly without any bullshit. But we'll see at launch, because, you know, every company in the world, every AAA company in the world likes to lie to our faces, like Bethesda. Anyway, I just, you know, it just looks awesome. The concept looks awesome. I think if we skip ahead here. Yeah, so this gameplay looks really cool. I don't know how that slow down works. Maybe they slowed it down for the trailer.
I suppose time will tell, but no matter who this stranger chooses to be, the Halcyon colony will never be the same.
Yeah, that looks really cool. And the gameplay I've seen for this looks great. I'm wondering how many planets they will end up having, because this could turn out to be one of those games where they have constant DLC you have to pay for. I could see that definitely happening, like a Destiny setup. Alright, number 2. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. I am a huge fan of the old Force Unleashed games. I love those games. I played them like so much. They were great, and this kind of reminds me of that. The only worry I have about this gameplay demo is they didn't really show a ton. This looks like it's the very beginning of the game where like you kind of go through the tutorial stages of things. So they didn't really show anything too interesting here. But if this is a similar type deal to like the Force Unleashed and stuff like that, I think it'll turn out to be a pretty great game. I hope, anyway. Let's skip up here. I'm gonna try and show you some. Here we go. But like, this looks great. The sound is nice. The graphics look awesome. The battle looks like it really takes some like strategy. You know, like how you can't just go in there and hack and slash. From this, it looks like you really have to kind of take your time and think about each step. That did quite a bit of damage, so I'm wondering if this is supposed to be, you know, a difficult, challenging game. I don't want to say Dark Souls level, but that type of deal, you know? Like, he's really taking his time to defeat this spider. Which is really nice. He got some skill points. Alright, so number 1. Doom Eternal. Doom Eternal, I have been excited about since before they announced it. I've been wanting a sequel to the first Doom for so long. Doom is one of my favorite series of all time, including the old 95 Doom and Doom 2, you know, the old ones. I've played hundreds of hours of the old one. Doom 1, I could not get enough of it. The one thing that really pissed me off, though, about the first Doom was that was one of the only games I bought a season pass for. I don't like to buy season passes. I would rather buy the DLC separately. And the reason for that is, who knows if I'll still be playing it when DLC 10 comes out for whatever game. So I like to buy them separately, but for this game I knew I'd be playing it, and I bought the season pass for Doom 2016. And what sucked is they lost player base, and they ended up giving out the season pass for free, and all the season pass people that paid for it, all they got was a badge on their profile. So I'm hoping the multiplayer for this one is better, and people stick around, I hope. And I hope they have a better DLC system. I'm not sure if they had announced their plans for how they're going to handle it, but this game looks so great. I'm so excited the spiders are in it, from Doom 2 back in the 90s. I'm really excited about that. And it also looks like they've got some original monsters in this one as well. You've got those little things that pop up, but you know, it looks like they're really amping it up. And now that they know like Doom 2016 was so successful, they can really branch out and kill it with this one. I believe they have the same dude doing the music for this one as well, and the music was awesome. This game, I am so excited for this game. But anyway, yeah, I am so excited for this game. Yeah, it looks great. But anyway, everybody, that was my top 15 with some honorable mentions. A couple of the things I want to mention here at the end was awesome job, everybody, at E3 with the VR games. Some of those VR games look amazing. It looks good. Shout out to Bethesda for fucking up everything. I hate you all. And Todd Howard, you're a dick for saying Elder Scrolls Blades is a true Elder Scrolls experience. You're a fucking asshole because you have no idea what you're talking about. I don't remember ever waiting 5 hours to create something in Skyrim, but whatever. You're a dick. Just saying. Anyway, everyone else, I hope you have a great day. I hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry I kind of was a mess and jumbling around. But again, I didn't want to edit my thoughts, and I wanted to keep it as authentic opinions as possible. And I hope some of you guys agree with some of the reasons I had for some of these games. I hope to hear from you in the comments below, and I will talk to you all later. Goodbye, everybody.